Hello and a warm welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Fourth and the final test match between India and England, and day one, needless to say that it went in the favor of Indians. What a start that was from the Indian bowlers, followed by, of course, the spinners. But I have to talk about the collapse once again to none other than our cricket expert, Monty Panesar. Monty, firstly, thank you so much for joining in. I know that you will be playing cricket yourself in a few days' time. How does it feel to be back on the cricket field? And of course, what do you have to say about Englishmen's performance on day one in the fourth test match?
Yeah, it's great to be here in India. I'm in Raipur and we got the T20 Road Safety World Series. So some great legends here, and our captain, Kevin Peterson, is here with us as well. So yeah, had the opportunity to meet Brian Lara. Haven't seen the great man, Sachin Tendulkar yet, but I'm sure I will at some stage. But yeah, just so excited to be in India and really looking forward to playing some cricket.
And Monty, what about the performance that was set by the Englishmen today? Just 205 runs is what they managed. Would they be complaining once again about the pitch, or was it in the batsmen only?
Well, firstly, I want to, acknowledge India. They produced a pitch. They told the creator to put some extra grass on the wicket, and I think they wanted the wicket to last, slightly longer, than 2.5 days. So it was really good on them, sort of making that effort. So the wicket is slightly, flatter, and I think with that extra grass, I think it just gets the seamers into the game. You can see how Mohammad Siraj bowled, some lovely back of a length balls, slightly fuller, caught Joe Root in the crease, and off he goes. So I think it's it's helping the seamers. It would require, I think, really skillful batting by the to bat well on this wicket.
Monty, what I want to ask my next question is, it was Joe Root who won the toss and he elected to have a bat on this wicket. Now, the way they played, it looked like that it was a little favoring towards the bowlers because almost everybody was able to pick the wicket. With this, I need to show you and everybody of us as a scorecard as well. England manages 205 runs. If you have just tuned in, Zach Crawley and Dom Sibley were the new openers. 9 for Zach Crawley, just a couple of runs for Dom Sibley. Akshar Patel was in the mix once again. Just except for Ishant Sharma, everybody was able to pick wickets, be it Mohammad Siraj, Akshar Patel, Ravichandran Ashwin, Washington Sundar. But yes, the pick of the bowlers was, of course, Akshar Patel, 4 for 68, and pick of the batsman was, of course, Benjamin Stokes, 55 of 121 deliveries. Daniel Lawrence managed 46 runs of 74 deliveries. Monty, what do you think? Did it go against the Englishmen to win the toss and not let India bat first?
Well, it's a difficult one because I think Joe Root's in, he needs to go with his gut instinct. And when, you think you win the toss, you bat first in India, and that's what you do. So, I think that it was the right call. That it's when you lose your opening batsman, second first ball, with Akshar Patel, I guess. You kind of think, oh gosh, here we go again. It's not going to be our day. And unfortunately, there were times where I thought England were in the game and they gave the wickets away, and unlucky dismissal by Ollie Pope, which was inside edge. But Dan Lawrence, that was, I think that was just, wasn't that's the type of cricket. That's what I think, they're going to sort of sit down with some of the younger players and kind of think, look, you guys get in the team in a good position. You got to now be a bit more ruthless and understand, the context of the match, the situation, and adjust your shot selection. Coming down the wicket, yep. When there's another batsman at the other end, both set, good option. But when you got a new batsman at the other end, I think it was too risky.
Monty, you yourself being a left-arm bowler, what I want to understand is what exactly is Akshar Patel doing which is troubling the Englishmen?
It's the flight. It's very much to do with the flight. He's got a lovely arc on the ball. He gets that ball to drop and doesn't really need to turn it, a lot. but and he gets the ball to go with the arm. It's the shape he's getting. He's getting a lovely drop on the ball and a lovely arc on the ball, and I think that's how he looks to get get his wickets. By deceiving him in the air, and he's doing a great job of it. I don't think that the English batsman can actually read his flight, his trajectory, and it makes it very difficult to pick the length.
Monty, now I want to talk about the best tweets of the game. The both ones are coming from, one is Tejas and the second one is coming from Imagine. The first, Tejas is saying 24 for 1 at the ends of day play and India would be relieved that there wasn't any casualty after the dismissal of Shubman Gill. Tomorrow's morning session is crucial, especially considering the way Jimmy Anderson is bowling and both Rohit Sharma and Chiteshwar Pujara hold the key. What do you think? Is it Rohit Sharma and Chiteshwar Pujara once again, or will we finally be seeing a century by King Kohli?
Yeah, look. I think tomorrow's you can see like the way Pujara is batting. He's coming down the wicket. He's trying to bat with his bat, not with the pad. It's a conscious effort moving that leg out of the way, which I think it requires skill to do that because Joe Leach line is being off stump middle, then it's going down leg. It's he can't get into a rhythm. And I think that's what they're trying to do to him. They're trying to upset his rhythm, and I think it's kind of sort of working nicely. I think for England, the weakest link is Dom Bess at the moment. He needs to bowl consistently. That's all he needs to do. He shouldn't put any pressure on himself. He should just turn up tomorrow and say, I just need to group my balls. Don't worry about the wickets. Don't worry about the turn and bounce. That will happen. If he's consistent, I think England got a chance. England got a chance to get back in the game. But if you ask Mohammad Siraj, he's got other thoughts. He thinks he wants India to bat for 2 days. And I don't know, this wicket's going to get flat overnight. But if India bat for 2 days, I think it'll be some very poor bowling from India. From England.
Monty, let's talk about a funny thing which happened on the field today. I'm talking about the Benjamin Stokes and, of course, the Virat Kohli incident. There was a small rift, I would say, between Benjamin Stokes and Virat Kohli. What do you think? What was going on between them? Because a lot of players, a lot of ex-commentators, fans have started to actually relate Benjamin Stokes' name with a Hindi slang. What exactly is going around there?
Look, I think they know. Look, this started back in Mohali, in the last tour when Ben Stokes got out and he got reprimanded by the umpire because of his, he just having a go at Virat. I think there is a bit of a feud. I think Virat knows that the key player to wind up is Ben Stokes because if he's in a great headspace and if he's bowling well, he's got that. He can run for this England team. He can bowl that 10 to 15 over spell and really put in that effort. And they're just trying to get underneath his skin, so to irritate him. And because that's probably, I think it's a game plan by India. They really want to make sure that they get under the skin of Ben Stokes, so then he gets rattled. And I think that then affects the England sort of team when Ben Stokes is rattled by the opposition. So this goes back in Mohali, from the last tour, and there is. I think they, two great cricketers against, they're going to compete against each other on the field, and they obviously, how they're very competitive cricketers.
Well, absolutely, Monty. My final question to you: 181 lead is what Englishmen have as of now. India needs to trail by 181. Similar thing. What do you think? By the end of tomorrow's day play, who will be in the lead?
Well, if India bat by end of day tomorrow, I think India well ahead in this Test match. This is going to require a group effort, from England, and bowl well as a group. And I think that's what they should be thinking. They shouldn't really rely on Jimmy Anderson, to bowl the side out. I think this is time for all the bowlers, collectively, working out their own game plans and knowing tomorrow morning this is how we're going to turn up as a bowling unit. And I think that's going to be the key. But I think what's encouraging is that we talk about the wicket, we talk about the spin. We see the Indian batsmen change their game plans, right? We see Pujara using his feet, Rohit Sharma against Jimmy Anderson not playing on the up. If he's bowling well, they're showing that. So why aren't the England batsmen doing the same? Why aren't they able to adjust this skill depending on how the bowler's bowling, the rhythm of their bowling, you know? And that's, I think, been the disappointment. And again, if India bat well, I'm sure they will have to obviously, you know, show England really how to bat on this wicket.
Well, absolutely, because by the end of tomorrow's day play, it will be ecstasy in one camp and agony in other, and we will be discussing everything with our cricket expert, none other than Monty Panesar. Monty, thank you so much for joining in. Of course, good luck for England Legends game, which is coming right through your screens. Everyone who is watching, Monty is currently here with us off the field, and he will be on field with that action very, very soon. So don't forget to, of course, watch him play. Monty, thank you so much. Thank you, Monty channel. And we will be back tomorrow as we review day 2.
Thank you.